Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we're talking Love Island USA. Today we are talking Korey speaking about Olivia on a random Q&A, you guys, even though he's not going to be on the challenge. Since the challenge is starting up soon, you guys, it seems that some of these Islanders want to get their names back out there and get some promo for this show, you guys. And it's funny because people pick and choose who they want to hear tea from, you guys. You guys pick and choose who you want to get your tea from, if it's your fave Islander or if it's an Islander that you hate. So therefore, you're not going to accept their tea and you're going to bash them and attack them and everything else, you guys. So we're going to see how this plays out because Korey decides to talk about Olivia conveniently while she is away filming the challenge. And he wants to finally speak on their breakup and their breakdown. And I just find it hilarious because I'm like, how many months ago was this? Wasn't this last year? Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Didn't you guys break up like around Thanksgiving for good? Like, what are we talking about? And the only thing that we're talking about is the show's coming back on. Love Island's coming back in less than a month. The Challenge USA show is going to be coming on soon. So it's like, hey, some of the other Islanders have been in the press, have been in the news or whatever for their feed and their fighting and their feuding and everything else. Let me put myself out there. Let me tell my story now. Even though you could have told us the past 9 months would happen. You've had 9 months, Korey. Like, what is going on? I think he was bored, but I think he saw also the attention that was happening and some people like Trina getting followers after the drama that transpired with Cash. And he's like, hey, maybe I should put my hat in the ring and spill some juicy tea and spill some juicy gossip and do a Q&A, but specifically respond to the Olivia questions. Yes. That was a great idea, Korey. So let's get into that. So first he says that Miss Olivia lied on his name, you guys. He said that she lied on his name because he was being very spontaneous in some of these questions and answers. And we are going to listen to what Korey has to say, you guys.
Honestly, there's not too much tea, but she did try to lie on my name. So I don't think that was right.
So that is response to one of the questions because he was getting a lot of questions. And here's a response to another Olivia question, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's no bad blood, at least on my side. It's hard for me to hate someone, so if I saw her out or something, I would say what's up and just keep it moving. But no, yeah, we're cool. I just haven't talked to her in like months or whatever. But like I said before, if I saw her out, I'd say what's up and then just keep it moving, you know? No bad blood.
So there were a few questions about Olivia, and so finally Olivia, kept coming up in the Q&A. So Korey decided to do a little text for us and give us a little paragraph in this Q&A. So one of the questions was, what did Olivia lie about? And so Korey says the following. He says, 3 weeks after we got back from the island, she said that we should just be friends. All right, no biggie. I understand because there was a lot going on and life was crazy. So I moved the bleep on. I went to Florida. Some things happened there with Florida. And then it's looking like I cheated because we never made it public. We split even though she called it off. Wait, what? We never made it public. We split even though she called it off. Okay. She played into that fact, which got me into a lot of bleep. We moved on from that, and then I found out she was still talking bleep about me, which is why we haven't spoken in months, but it is what it is. So there is that. And then there were some other questions if he's cool with the Islanders, and he said that he talks to everybody, and that he talks to some Islanders more than others, and that on the 8th, I'm guessing July 8th, there's supposed to be a trip to Florida with him, Giovanni, Cinco, and of course Josh, who has moved to Florida. They're going to be getting into some shenanigans and this and that, you guys. So there is that. But yeah, so Korey is claiming innocence. He is claiming that he did not cheat. He did not do anything wrong as it pertains to Olivia. Now, the bad side of this is that you come out when Olivia does not have an opportunity to defend herself. So she's going to come back from filming of the challenge and she's going to be shook at how her name is all over all over the map. And she has not had an opportunity to say anything in defense of herself, to give anything any validity or stand up for anybody or this and that. She is just going to come home to a firestorm, and her DMs and her text messages and everything else is going to be blowing up. Like, did you see what Korey said about you? Did you see what Korey said about you? And blah, 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 blah. And guess who unfollowed you? And guess who has beef with you now? And blah, blah, blah. Like, Olivia's going to come into some madness, you guys. Some madness. How can you say, oh yeah, if I see her, I'm going to say what's up, but you also ignored her for several months because you feel that she lied on you? So there's that. But what do you guys think about this? Do you guys believe Korey? Do you believe that him and Olivia were not in a relationship, so therefore he doesn't feel that he cheated? Now, I will say this. Let's say Korey, what he's saying is true. Let's say Korey, what he's saying is true, right? Keep in mind, these are your winners. These are your winners of season 3 of Love Island USA. And it seems as though whether people stay together or not, and we all know the 0 success rate for the US version as far as couples lasting, it seems that there's a period of time, though, that these couples try to make it work, at least like a 3 to 6 month window, you guys. So it's interesting, the wording of that, because the way I am breaking that down is saying, hey, we technically didn't need to be together anymore or do any appearances together anymore or this and that, because we fulfilled all of our obligations to the network. So therefore, we were free to do whatever we wanted. We didn't need to keep anything up at this point anymore. So why are you going on interviews trying to say that I'm a liar? So that is going to be an interesting food for thought, you guys. Were they only together, for a very shorter window than what we originally thought, but kept up appearances to make it seem as though they were together, due to the obligations of the show or due to the fact that all of those world tour dates, they were going to be featured. So therefore, it would have looked sus if they were not interacting, quote, like a couple. So there is that. So that is some food for thought for you guys in terms of the dynamics of this. But I'm sure when Olivia gets back, she is definitely going to respond and she is going to fill in the gaps once again. Because especially if she feels if, Korey said anything or misquoted anything or what have you. So there is that. But I'm just laughing because I'm like, wow, it's very interesting, the timing of you wanting to do this as, the trailers and different things are coming out for these upcoming reality shows that these islanders are going to be coming on in the summer. So there is that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you believe Korey? Do you believe him that they were not in a relationship, that they were broken up already? So therefore, whatever did or didn't happen with Florida shouldn't be considered cheating. But I do have a question. If it's not considered cheating, why didn't anybody just admit from the start what you and Florida did? If you and Olivia were not together, why was it a big secret reveal? And some people knew and some people didn't, and the vibe was off at Friendsgiving. And Olivia flat out asked you guys if there was something she needed to know if something went down, and you were like, nope. But then later on, you confirmed. Why would that need to be kept on the low if you and Olivia were not involved? So something, I don't know. Something is amiss. Now, I'm not saying I don't believe that they broke up or said that let's just be friends, because Olivia, I do recall, mentioned something of that sort when she was talking about the breakup. But it also sounded like they were back on in some capacity. So even if they were figuring things out, whether it was a miscommunication or misinterpretation or what have you, Olivia was under the impression that either they were back to confirming a relationship, or they were going to be back in a relationship, or they were doing relationship things that made it seem as though it was more than what it was. And then she found out about the Florida stuff, and all hell broke loose. So there's that. Let me know what your guys' theories are in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.